Michigan basketball is playing tonight versus Maryland, I believe. So we're going to talk Michigan football here. God, it's a god-awful season so far for the Michigan basketball program, but we're going to have some happy thoughts, although there are some runner-ups I'm going to talk about here in this video. Again, congratulations to the University of Michigan football team, Jim Harbaugh, Jesse Minter, Sharon Moore, all the coaches, all the players, J.J. McCarthy, Blake Corum, you name it. Thank you. Thank you all for winning the national championship for me and every other Michigan fan out there, and putting on a show in that national championship. I want to say congratulations to Washington as being national runner-ups, and Michigan knows a lot about that in athletics. Finally, Michigan athletics won a national championship. Gymnastics and softball were programs that won in the past decade too, but I was getting sick of national runner-ups here at Michigan. Baseball has one. Hockey had some. Basketball had two in the last decade. Finally, Michigan got it done in one of these sports, and it was football. And in 1997, Michigan won, and they went to the BCS format because of the split with Nebraska. We can't have that. Nebraska should have won, so we're going to the BCS, and Michigan was never in a BCS title game, but they are in the last three of the four-team playoff system and won the last one. So now they're going to a 12-team playoff. Michigan likes these milestone years. First Rose Bowl win, first all these things. First, we won at Ohio Stadium when it was dedicated. We won at our stadium when it was dedicated. All these milestones, Michigan wins them. It seems to be. It was 1,000 wins this season for this program. I'm so excited. Steve Dace and Mark Rogers on their channels broke it down beautifully on how historic this season has been for the University of Michigan, especially defensively. All right, it turns out Michigan is the program to send Nick Saban off into the sunset for Alabama as he decided to retire yesterday. That was huge news. I thought he'd stay there till he died. It turns out he probably wants to do something else. He has other interests. He might be getting just a bit too old, but man, he was just a touchdown away, 3 yards away from tying it up versus Michigan, and he could have kept on going strong. So that is a huge turn of events in college football. And then finally, as we talk about Jim Harbaugh, as we talk about head coaches, will he come back for seconds? Was that meal tasty enough for him? Was the meal so good that he wants to come back to Michigan, or is he on to the dessert table? He got full up from Michigan, and now he's going to the dessert table, which is a Super Bowl in the NFL. That's up to him. But I think it's funny, and I support him any which way he goes because he did accomplish the mission that he was brought in here to do. So it's funny, though, that people keep saying Harbaugh can go to the NFL and have his quarterback or this quarterback or that quarterback, or if he goes there, he can draft this quarterback and all this quarterback talk. And I'm the guy that says quarterback is overrated. And it was this season. He just proved it. J.J. McCarthy's amazing, but we rarely used him because the rest of the team was great. The team, and he believes that wholeheartedly. So this quarterback talk has nothing to do with his decision, in my opinion. Remember the quarterback that he had when he was in the NFL at the 49ers? He went to Colin Kaepernick. He sat down, Smith, and put in Kaepernick and went to 3 straight NFC championship games and lost to his brother in a Super Bowl. Nobody wanted Kaepernick after Jim and after his kneel, which is kind of ridiculous. He got blackballed. But the point is, any quarterback can be great if everyone else around them is great as well. That's where you start. Build the team, insert the quarterback, and if the quarterback starts to want too much money that will detriment your team, get rid of the quarterback. Keep the team and get a new quarterback. That's how I feel about all this, and that's how I think Jim Harbaugh feels about this. He belongs in the NCAA. He belongs at Michigan. He was the guy that turned this thing into, he's a legend. Played here in '85, I believe, was national or Heisman runner-up. Oh, man. Went to the NFL and did great there, and then he came back as head coach and won Michigan a national championship. And, I wouldn't mind if he leaves either, because I think Sherrone Moore or Kalen DeBoer, Michigan has options. Who wouldn't want to come to this team that, as Dace said, Steve Dace, we have all these players. All the starters are basically eligible to come back if they want to. And I know that a lot of them aren't, but some of them will. And I know the recruiting, the character of player that Harbaugh has gone after is just going to step right in, and we're going to reload for next year. So whoever the head coach is next year is probably going to get J.J. McCarthy too. And we'll see what they can do. Man, enough about next year. This year was amazing. Finally. I was 7 years old when they won in '97. And I thought, well, that's easy. We're going to do that a lot. Nope. Dark ages happened. We went from Bo to Mo to Lloyd in '97. He won the title. And then it went downhill. And then Harbaugh brought it all back. Brought us all back. So here we are. We can pound our chest again as Michigan fans, as victors. Hail to the victors, the champions of the West and the South and the Midwest. Wow, 15-0, unbelievable. Thank you, everybody, for watching and being with me on this journey throughout the whole entire season. It's been awesome. I've had previews on most all the videos, and most of them came true. Picked Michigan to win, all of them. And I had that happening before the preseason. It was a lot of fun. It still really hasn't sunk in because I knew it was going to happen. So just give it a few days, and we'll see what Harbaugh does. There's a lot of news. Jalen Harrell already has opted for the draft, and Junior Colson opted for the draft. So things are going to happen here that we can talk about in the offseason about this team. But like I said, it's basketball season now and hockey season now for me on this channel. So thank you, everybody. Glorious season for Michigan football, and have a great day out there. Go Blue.